Hello, welcome everyone. Let's make another sign. In fact, we're going to be making a lot of signs. A lot. I know that's shocking. This is going to be a first in a series of signs that I will be making with JK Realty. They are a client of mine. They are partnering with Vayner Sports to work with current NFL draftees. Current as in this year, as in 2018, in case you're watching this from the future.
How is it? Flying cars yet?
Probably not. So these player signs I'm currently still preparing to make. I have made one, which that video should be out soon. As for the others, we have some pretty creative ideas coming along on them. So make sure you subscribe and all that fun stuff. But don't smash the like button. You can just click it. Otherwise, you'll break your monitor. I downloaded this logo, and we're basically just gonna trace out the text here. Should be pretty simple. We'll probably do this in two parts. So in case you're wondering, this is usually how I determine what size a sign will be. Even though a client may want, certain height to the letters, longer words like this that have skinny, not so tall letters, tend to make pretty long signs. So right here, this is 2 feet, and as you can see, the font isn't even 3 inches tall yet. So while 2 feet is fine, I think this sign is probably going to be no more than 3.5 feet. That's probably pushing it. That being said, if we split this, I'm just going to go 15 inches. If we're at 15 inches, times 2, so 30, times 2, because this is going to be one word, plus 4 or 5 inches on each side. That makes us around 40 inches. Just over 3 feet. Font is about 3 inches. We're going back to 14 inches. We will get this cut out, and then we'll start making a sign. I hope the garage isn't dirty, because I don't want to clean it. So now I just want to make sure that this is pretty much even. So this is something I haven't done yet, and I thought it would just break up the words, nicely. So I already went around it with the regular straight cut bit, which was I think 1/8 of an inch. Then I used the V-cut bit next to that to just kind of soften up this edge a bit. What we're going to do is draw out the edges here, since this is a distress sign, the tiki style, whatever. It's supposed to look like it's been weathered or even drifting in a river or whatever. Usually it'll have nice kind of rounded edges that are just kind of randomly placed, and sometimes it comes in a little further here. Sometimes there's a bigger space. Sometimes I can even go to a sharp point. Just a different style. I think I want this one a little more round. So just kind of have fun with it. One thing to note, some of my curves here, there's a knot right here and a knot here, and the grain kind of flows around the knots. My lines, I kind of did the same thing. Follow the grain for the most part. I'm actually not doing this line, I'm doing this one. Because that's naturally how the water or the weathering or whatever would do. It would try to follow the grain pattern. Now, I don't always do that, but around the knots, it's a good sign. I have been known to even cut out the whole knot, but this case, it would go up too far. You could take a chunk out of the knot, though. It would give definitely a better look. I may take a chunk out of the top one. All right, so now we finished cutting out the edges, and I took a little chunk out of the knot too. And we're gonna make sort of like faux grain lines, just kind of longer lines. You can try to follow the grain a little bit. We're just gonna do a couple. Now we're going to switch over to this 1/2 inch round over bit. We're going to use this on the edges. Maybe little dings in here and there, but it'll help smooth out the edges and make it look more distressed. That's pretty much all we're doing for distressing. The next major thing is to just burn it. We're use a blowtorch, just a regular one you can buy at Home Depot. We're really gonna torch this pretty good. And then we're gonna use some wire brushes. What this will do is this will soften those edges we just put in. And then the wire brush will obviously brush off all of the burn marks and bring out some of that grain as we just burned it. So, need I say, working with fire here. I'm in my garage. Shouldn't do this alone. Supervision. Don't try this at home, kids. all that shit. Try to have a fire extinguisher. You know, common sense. Don't eat Tide Pods. It's not food. Alright. That did not want to turn off. So now you're going to wire brush it. I usually use this bigger one to the majority of the sign, and this one to get into the smaller parts or along the font that I don't want to kind of destroy with a bigger brush. I want to keep this intact. So
Also, get some kind of a mask, because you don't want to breathe all that charcoal that you're going to be scraping off of there.
now you saw me blow it all, the dust off, the charcoal and all that. But trust me, there's still a lot on there. So always wipe it off. All right, so now here comes the fun part. I already said that actually. Torching is the fun part. This is the time-consuming part. Painting. coat number 2. So right here, we are just mixing up our own paint color because I wasn't happy with the one I got from Home Depot. And in fact, I had found 2 colors I liked online using their website. And when I tried to get those colors in the store, apparently they just weren't available. They didn't know how to make them, couldn't find them in their system. So, like, someone needs to update their website. So, anyway, I picked out another green, but the tan color I picked out just it wasn't dark enough. Well, there it is, guys. Hope you guys like it. Like, subscribe, and until next time.